Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to the space where we chat it up, we grow together, and we love Jesus. Okay, if this is the first time seeing my face, my name is Lola. If you've seen my face before, hey girly pop. A little bit about me. I'm a 23-year-old woman who loves to grow, loves to learn, who wants to become the best version of herself at all points. And I love Jesus. Got to say that one. But yes. Okay. So today I have to take down my nails. Look how cute they are. Let's do a cute little before montage. But yes, so while I take down my nails, we are gonna chat. I want to share some of my hot takes in this current fitness atmosphere, this fitness industry, as you say. And before I start, it might be good for me to share my qualifications. Oh my god, you can't just pour it out. It might be good for me to share my qualifications. Okay, so I am about to get my. Ooh. Before I continue, it made like a condensation outside the bowl. Never seen that before. Okay, is it melting it? It can't melt. Okay, but I'm about to get my bachelor's of arts in health and exercise science in like 2 months. I'm a certified personal trainer and I just passed my strength and conditioning coach certification exam. I have been into fitness since like high school. I've been an athlete in high school, been an athlete in college. I train the general pop. I teach different fitness classes. So yeah, and I love fitness. So if that's not qualification enough, I don't know what will be. But yeah, so my hot takes. I heard you're supposed to soak this. I don't know how long I'm supposed to soak it for, but I'm just gonna put it one finger at a time. That might take a long time, but I just got a sniff. We got time today. Okay, so this is in no particular order, but here we go. First one, hot take. You don't need to be taking any supplements or any additional thing. Like they be like green juice, some. I don't even know what they be selling out there, and cause like you don't need any supplements actually. If your dietitian did not recommend it to you, you don't need, you don't need it. Um, just eat your vegetables, eat your food. Um, if you are low on something particular, first of all, there are tests that is run from there, and then you take extra supplements because of that. But if you're not low on anything, if you've not done any tests to show that you're low on something, you should not be taking anything. The only one I would take personally is creatine. I've never taken it, but I would take it if, you know, I wanted to. Well, that's the only one I would take. But everything else, no. What else is there people is really popular right now? Electrolytes. Just eat your foods and drink your water. If you are not like training for like 4 to 5 hours and you're doing extreme cardio, like if you're not training for a marathon, you don't really need electrolytes. You're not really losing electrolytes. Like if you're not really working out, if you're not really sweating. Well, like which of us is really sweating out there when we work out? I don't know. Oh, dang. It did not come off. Gotta keep soaking it. Then look at my hands. It's gonna mess up my. I've never done this before. I should say that. Okay. Yeah, so you don't know that. Yeah. No. It's just a way to get you your money. Just eat your food. Eat a balanced diet. Drink water, stay hydrated, and you'll be fine. Next one. Some of the activewear out there for women are so impractical. I be seeing two tops for lifting, one shoulder pieces. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Actually, what am I supposed to do with that? Bro, I think I might need to search how to take this off because it's not coming off. Is this not acetone? Oh, okay. I'll keep soaking. I feel like my hand's going numb. Yeah, they're so impractical. Like, who is really working out in there and comfortable? No. And then the bodysuits as well. Bodysuits in general is so impractical because you gotta get fully naked to use the bathroom. And you know when people are wearing the bodysuits, the athletic wear, they're definitely naked. No underwear, no bra, nothing, because it's supposed to be, So, yeah, so impractical. Just impractical. But if you catch me out here wearing a little bodysuits, don't mind me, because they fire and people looking at them, and I feel like I would look at them. I feel like if we're paying $60, $50 for a pair of leggings, they need to not be plastic. Because $50 for a pair of polyester leggings is wild to me. And some of these brands, like, it don't even be quality. It just be the name. Especially for polyester, bro. Let's do better. I need to Google how to take this off. The next one is bulking, cutting, that whole cycle thing. I think is not unnecessary. If you're not like competing if you're not a bodybuilder competing, I don't see why the regular Joe would need to do that. It just seems so tedious, so unpleasant. Like, I don't get it. I don't get the appeal. Like, you can get the goals that you want without bulking or cutting. 1 second, I'm gonna figure out how to take this off because it's not coming off. Okay, you might say like, why did I not figure out how to take it off before this? I knew you had to soak them. I just didn't know how long. 15 to 30 minutes. I'll be joking. Okay, so I'm just gonna soak it out here. For 15 to 20 minutes. Dang. I see some particles in there though. My next hot take is back on the food thing. Still on the same line of bulk and accounting is the counting of calories. Once again, I understand having to be on a calorie deficit and a calorie surplus, but doing counting calories for forever, is that what we're really doing? Forever and ever? At some point, we gotta learn what 2,000 calories looks like on a plate, right? It just seems crazy to me to do. And I would say I've never done it, so I can't be the one to say, oh, which one is better, which is not as better, or which one is not better. But I personally, I don't count calories, but like I know, like, okay, this is about so. This is I know about that. But to count specific for the rest of my life, that cannot be the goal. That cannot be the plan to be counting calories forever and ever. That just seems crazy. I be living life at that point. But honestly, if it works for you, it works for you. Yeah, I feel like there is certain seasons that my mind is a count calories in our fitness journey, but forever and ever was never was never was never. Then one more another thing. I want to say one more thing though, but there's multiple more things. Group classes are so underrated. I feel like people don't want to go to. Well, I don't want to go to, but I don't see a lot of like um, dance group classes that people are hyping up, or like group fitness classes, group strength classes. the F-45s. Like, those are so underrated. I think for a beginner, they're so clutch because you just go in, do what the instructor says, and you're good. Like, you're not alone. There's other people around, so you're motivated to do it because there's other people around you doing it. And then you learn little tips and tricks from the trainer, and then you put it on, for the rest of your own fitness journey. And they're so clutch whenever, like, you really don't want to go to the gym, but you still want to work out. You just go to a fitness class, get it done. And yeah, still move your body. I think group fitness classes are underrated. And I another thing, I think spending more than 19 minutes in the gym is crazy. Like, at that point, you're just messing around. After 90 minutes, you're just messing around. I mean, if like your body is your career, okay, okay, I see you. I see you. But what could you like reasonably be doing for more than 19 minutes? I can't think of it. I can't think of it. For more than 90 minutes. Even when I was on a varsity collegiate team, we were not spending 90 minutes, 90 minutes at a time working out. I mean, I guess we do have constraints because they can't have us out there for a long time because we are students. But yeah, let me see how often does professional athletes train? Let's see. I know they train multiple times a day. Oh my God, they train 46 days a week, 3 to 5 hours daily. That makes sense for them because their body has to do things that the regular average Joe's body is not doing. But for me and you, sis, we're not doing that. 3 to 5 hours a day. Three more than 90 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna give you 2 hours. More than 2 hours in the gym is actually bunkers because we are just playing tic tac toe at that point. Um, why don't you if you have the time, and the gym is like your third space? Who am I to talk? Who am I to chat? I be in my room a lot of the times, but I have a good balance. I go outside. Fitness talk, fitness media, all of that thing. They absolutely try to sell us way too many things. Like, it's this, and it's this, and it's this. Then you need this app. Then you need this food. Then you need this product. Then you need this thing. Then you can't work out without this thing. Like, blah, 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 blah. It's so much. No. No, 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 no. They do so much and they make you take, and they like take away and take attention out from the basics. The basic is eat a well rounded meal, eat all foods, eat your protein, eat, don't overeat, don't undereat, um, resistance train, do aerobic training, rest, recover. Those are the basics. But they try to add so much that, oh, da 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 da, you need to do this, do this. No. No, 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 no. No. I think we as consumers also encourage it because we just like, try to consume everything. Like, Jesus Christ. This one might shake some feathers. But syncing up your cycle to your workout is a little dumb. It is a little dumb. To say you can only do resistance training 3 times in a month to match your cycle. You can only do stretches for this 7 days of this week. Like, I am not saying that do not listen to your body because I know when I'm on my period, the gym be looking low. But to say I can only work out, I can only lift heavy weights at this point, and the rest of the month I should be doing whatever else is crazy. Listen to your body, yes, but don't be put in a box or don't be locked in on, oh, I'm on my little face, I cannot lift heavy weights, or I'm menstruating right now, I cannot strength train. That's not true. You can. A lot of people do it all the time. And there is research out there that shows how whenever there is psychological things that happen in our brain whenever we're on our period or whenever we're in literal phases. But physically, nothing happens. It's not to say that, whenever we feel on our period that, like, oh, we don't want to do anything, like, that's not valid. Like, that is valid. Listen to your body, take care of your body. Take rest if you need to. But your bones need you in the future. One of this girl I watch on YouTube, she's also in the fitness industry. I love that she amps so much on resistance training because as women, we are at a higher risk of osteoporosis. And a way to reduce the increase of osteoporosis is resistance training. So yes, we don't want to be having a low quality of life when we're older because we could have trained, you know. So yeah, I think cycle syncing is like it limits us women. It puts us in a box when that shouldn't be the case. Moving on. Health is not accessible to all. Because to be healthy, you need a couple of things. You need access to healthy food. You need access to primary care. You need time to work out. You need the knowledge to know what to do. You need the money to pay for a gym. You need all that stuff. So it's not accessible for all. And I sometimes see arguments of saying, oh, if you are unhealthy, you chose that. I mean, sure, but people's choices determine their choices. So if my only options is to go to bed for 6 hours because that's the only time I get because I work all the other hours of the day to live, or I should go to sleep for 4 hours because I have to go to the gym, drive there. I'm probably going to go to sleep for 6 hours because everything else is already hard in my life and I'm not going to take away 2 hours of my sleep to go to the gym. So there's some things that we need to understand when we're like arguing or critiquing people like that. But I will say there are alternatives, there are resources out there that people can use to, get healthy. Like I always say YouTube. There's so many workouts on YouTube. 10 minutes, 20 minutes. There are healthier options out there for food that you can do. There's options. I would say when people have a internal motivation to be healthy, they find a way. Like if I'm someone that's unhealthy and I have all these things against me, but my life is on the line and I have one child and then I'm a single parent household, I might find a way to make things work. It will be difficult, 100%. But because I don't want to leave my child on this world alone without a parent, I will make something happen. Yeah, so that's what I would say about that part. Moving on, lifting is for everybody. You don't have to be lifting like Arnold Schwarzenegger, whatever his name is. But like I said earlier, osteoporosis is real. Risk for falls and injuries is higher as you get older, and without resistance training, your risk for breaking your bones are higher. So I recommend everybody to do that. There's so many benefits. Let me just say some of the benefits while we're here. Yes, so your resistance training, you're increasing your bone density, first of all. Resistance training leads to muscle growth, and we all know that muscle growth increases your metabolism, so it increases your basal metabolic rate. So if you have more muscles, you're burning more calories by just being alive. So, I mean, who doesn't want to, have that? You also look good. You look good with the muscles look good. You're stronger. You can do regular activities in your day and not feel like burnt out because you have muscles. Yeah. So, there's just some. I will add more here because I should have a lot more to add. It's good for your mental. It's good for your sex drive if that's what you're into. Yeah, so there's benefits. And if none of that is like make you want to lift, um, I don't know what will. And then another thing, cardio aerobic training is also needed for everybody. Our hearts needs to function, and without that, our heart needs to work hard. It needs to work hard and get stronger. Our heart is a muscle, so if you're not training it as well through aerobic training, um, yeah, you have a chance of losing its like capability. So aerobic training is for everybody. Do some aerobic training. It's for your heart health. You want the blood to flow everywhere it needs to flow, you know? And then, oh, it's peeling, yay. Okay, recovery is so underrated. I feel like everybody's just like, work out, lift, active recovery, active training, active blah, blah, blah. But no, actual like recovery. The recovery that you need is rest. You need to rest. You need to rest. That is when our muscles grow. That is when our muscles recover. Rest, 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 rest. Okay. Daily physical activity like walking to your class, doing yard work, playing soccer with your friends, running around with your kids. That is also underrated. Like, doing that is also as important as going to the gym because that is what adds to our daily activity. So, that needs to be done too. And then moving on, some people are not qualified to be teaching fitness, training fitness information. They just have nice bodies. So you have to figure out who you should be actually listening to. They just have a nice body or didn't know what they're talking about. And I would say real people that do fitness, that work out, all have different body types. Because the way fat distributes in your body is not like a science. It's not the same for everybody. So obviously everyone is going to look different. Okay. And a lot of people also have a genetic advantage. Not to say that they don't work out hard. But some people, they can be one of the best athletes, but they could never have a six pack. And I know we love to say that six pack, or we love, not love, but we, in our minds, subconsciously or consciously, we think that having a six pack means, being fit, or being healthy. So some people are just genetically easier for them to have abs or have a six pack, and some people like it's not, but they are athletes. So I would say that. And if you look at Olympic athletes, like the plethora of them, they all have different body types. So I wouldn't, just look at someone who has a nice body and they're still in a fitness program and be like, yeah, that worked for me. You need to do your own research about that. And with that being said, if you're doing a poo poo, a caca program, you will still see change. So that's to say, like, if someone is like, oh yeah, this program worked for me, and it's nonsense, and people are like, oh yeah, I lost weight, like, obviously yes, because you're still moving your body. So you will still see changes. We just need to get a program that is scientifically backed. Oh my god, the thing is melting the cup. Okay, I have one more. And then you won't see my face anymore. But this is just but I'll just say more people are on steroids than you think. So if you see someone, oh, they're like, they look good, and you're like, and trying to sell you a program, or you're like, what do you do, and they say this. Sometimes that's not all they're doing. They're taking additional supplements and additional substances, like steroids. But that does not mean that you should be judging and like, criticizing, you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. Everybody you see and say, oh, are they using something? But a lot of people are using steroids. And like steroids doesn't just make you, you know, all big and like looking like once again him, but you can look normal. You can look average and be on steroids. So yeah. Those are my hot takes on fitness. Yeah. If you have any hot takes, share. If you disagree with something I said, also put it down. Um, yeah. If you'd like to see any type of other video from me, let me know. Put it down in the comments, and I would gladly do it. But thank you for being here. Bye, kitty.